They had survived the first trial of the starpath, but it had led them somewhere far more dangerous: the Shell Forest. A living island where giant shell trees opened with the tide and closed again, like jaws. The ship barely made it through. Inside the basin, a second gate began to fall. Boro threw himself beneath it, holding the crushing weight across his shoulders so the others could pass. Moru took Avado's hand and entered the labyrinth, while Luma rose above them, searching for what could not be seen from below. Inside, the island revealed its rule. Every sound changed the walls. One small slip, one falling shell chip, and the corridor moved. Then Moru found something unexpected: a small creature trapped in wet moss. It was frightened, helpless, alive. Moru was afraid, but this time he reached in anyway. And when he pulled the creature free, everything changed. Its name was Lino, small, quick, and bright-eyed, with a glowing aurora tail that lit the dark. At once, Lino chose Moru and began guiding them through hidden paths. Then Avado drifted toward a luminous pool. The thin shell bridge beneath him cracked. Moru moved without thinking. He leaped, caught Avado's hand, and held on as the bridge shattered below. The crash woke the labyrinth again. The walls began to close. Above, Luma flashed signals with her glowing gills, marking the only safe route. Ahead, Lino's tail pulsed through the dark. Together, they ran. And still, Boro held the gate. At the labyrinth's center, they found the listening shell, ancient, closed, alive. It would not open by force. So Moru did the only thing he could. With trembling fingers, he tapped the small pearls on his shell-crowned hat in a soft heartbeat rhythm, and the shell listened. It opened. Inside, resting above still water, was the flood key. But the moment Moru lifted it, the chamber changed. Water burst through the floor. The lower paths began to flood. Now, there was only one way out. Lino's tail flared bright. Luma mapped the last safe route. Moru held the key, held Avado, and ran. The flood chased them through the labyrinth. Boro was still at the gate, still holding, still waiting. They reached him just in time.
Avato, the gate!
Boro, we're coming! The water's rising!
Hurry, to the ship!
Then water,
We're
mist,
with you!
and stone exploded behind them as the crew escaped back onto the ship. For one brief moment, they could finally breathe. But the journey was not over. On the center deck, Boro placed the flood key into the ship's compass. The compass answered with sound. Golden
Careful
rings
now,
spread
Boro.
across the wheel,
I have it.
then formed
Hold
a
steady.
single shining path
It's
toward the
glowing
horizon.
so brightly!
It's locked. We're aligned.
Far ahead, through the violet haze, a new destination appeared: the Port of Bells. And once again, the voyage moved forward.